What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Reset Room. I am Melanie's, the above average coach, and today I am here with TV the marketer.
I
What's up? How are you doing today?
I'm doing bloody fantastic.
I love to hear that. I say fantastically well, so I like that you use the word fantastic in there.
Yeah,
It's like better than
there's
better.
good, then there's like
Yeah.
it's alright, and like just survive, and then there's bloody.
No. Bloody fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
I like that. All right, so tell us a little bit about who you are, like what your current role in life is, whatever that means to you,
Okay.
and like your background.
Okay. This is gonna take about 30 minutes. TV, not TV that Aguirre. Born in Mexico, raised in Oak Cliff. Been here since that's my hood. Been here been in the States since the 80s. Raised here. Roles. I'm a father, son, grandfather,
Ayo.
founder of my own marketing agency. TV the Marketer is my little brand that I rock with there. I'm a fiance, soon to be husband in the next under 3 months. I'm getting married again, you guys. Like, I didn't have enough with one. I'm like, let's run it back.
Run it back. 8.
At a much later age in my life, much smarter, much wiser.
There you go.
I'm a father. I'm a very proud father. From my first marriage, I have 2 older girls. Incredibly proud of who they are and who they're becoming. Just the humans that they are. They're good humans. So that in itself fulfills me. I like to think of myself as just an ongoing, never-ending person in development, just being a human being, not a human doing, and learning and growing along the way, and whenever possible, having conversations and learning from others and sharing whatever I pick up that they may benefit from. So, I have a podcast where I talk a lot about marketing, but I have another one where I talk a lot about personal development and growing as humans and becoming better ancestors, which is the name of it, the Becoming Better Ancestors podcast.
All right. Love that. You definitely sound like you practiced that a time or two.
At least a couple. I've had a couple of shows I did where I'm like, wait, what's the name of this podcast? Because I renamed it about 6 or 8 months ago, and I'm like, what is it? Hold on, what's the name? So yeah, but I've gotten better since.
Nice. Yeah. I'm still working on mine. I'll get there
Yeah.
eventually.
It'll flow.
Yeah,
At some point.
I'm not.
And then you'll decide to change it.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
Because that's how that goes.
and that's fine.
Yeah. All right. So, TV, I know you from dance, Kizomba
Didn't even say that,
specifically. It's okay. We met about 7 years ago.
Damn, is it that one?
Yeah, 2019. Well, I don't know if I met you before 2019.
I feel like you did. Yeah, San Antonio. You're still in San
Oh,
Antonio.
dang. Okay, so that's
Yeah,
2018, 2017.
Yeah, I was down there for something, and I think I ran into you.
Dang.
And I had heard of you through the grapevine. You might have been a student of Marietta's.
I was,
So
yeah.
I feel like you assumed her role when she
I
bounced,
did,
right? So
yeah. Wow.
that's the gap in what I know.
Okay.
But what I pieced together, and then when I started doing Monday Night Kizomba, that's when we
Yeah,
started
that's when
seeing
we
more
started.
often.
Yeah. That's when I really started to become aware, like a lot more of who you were in your role in the community.
Mhm.
And you have played a significant role in the DFW Kizomba dance community as a whole. Like you started Monday Night Kizomba, correct?
Mhm.
Which, if for those of you who aren't in the dance community, Monday Night Kizomba is a monthly social that they have. And now there's 2 of them.
Yeah, there's North and South.
Yeah, there's North and South, but like it was a monthly social. It was free, so people could come learn the dance of Kizomba and also get a little bit of history, but just be a community, basically. Yeah.
Hopefully feel a little addicted to.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Get that. Get that Kizomba crack in your system. Yeah. That comfort crack.
Yes. That was the vision, is creating a space for people to feel welcome.
Y'all did it, man.
We
Absolutely.
rocked it for a few years.
It was a big deal. Dallas was like the hub for Kizomba.
People
urban
moved
stuff.
here.
Yes.
I haven't
just
told
to
that story.
dance.
People moved here. They were looking to move, and they were like, "Where do I move?" But because Dallas had the scene, many people ended up
Mhm.
migrating here on the strength of the community that we had and just the national appeal, apparently.
Absolutely.
We did a good job.
A
That's one of my
phenomenal job.
proudest moments in my life. Like some people are getting married
Absolutely.
or together because they met at the event that I put together. So.
No, yeah, there are some married
Yes.
couples.
Yeah.
That's true, and are about to
Yes.
get married. You're right.
And even my
Yeah,
person I met at my event.
exactly.
Yeah. You gotta build it, bro.
If you build it,
Dating
they will
101.
come.
Stop
Yeah.
swiping. Go build
it.
something.
That's the motto. There you go.
I'm saying, you want some real connection? Build something.
You know what?
Become attractive. Become magnetic.
Become magnetic.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah.
People showed up. Good people.
That's true.
All types of people. My best friends. I told this story recently. Some of my best friends
Yeah.
came through as not just my partner, but some of my absolute closest friends came from that community that I helped launch. It was crazy. So.
Cultivated.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to go on that one, but it's really it's one that's probably still continuing to pay off dividends for me in my life. So it's dance in the community and that we nurtured. Really proud of it. Went recently and they were still rocking along. And to know I sat there, I'm like, wow, this was an idea in my head in 2019. And let's go, let's do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And 6 years later, there's a north and a south. There's people, still working to making it. Yeah, it's a never-ending process. It's to think that this thing is going. I handed it off, and I was like, I'm out. Did my job and did what I could and bounced. And to see it still going is incredible.
That's dope, man. Heck yeah. So, when you hear the term above average, what does that mean to you? And how do you apply that into your life?
Average is the median. It's when you take into account all the highs and lows, and you average them out. Above average is being on the higher end of that line. It was an attempt to continue to grow, I believe. It's an ongoing affair, so maybe it's years in the making, but just being above average and choosing to continue to live a life where you are looking to grow and you all of it, being open to it.
That's dope. Yeah. I know, like, I like that you use the term median. Because average is the median. It's not bad or it's not good or it's not too low or too high. It's just the median. It's like, hey, life is fine, right? Or everything is fine. And so there are times where we choose to be above the line, above the median, do a little bit more than just good enough.
Yeah, I think you got to pick and choose those moments. To be above average on everything I don't think sustainable.
Right.
So I was above average in my effort to push the community and grow the thing, but once it got to be too much, to be below average, if I'm being honest. But it's knowing when to pick those moments and in what context you want to be above average. And it takes effort, it takes a lot of energy, and you're fighting your willpower and whatever the world says you should or should not be doing.
With the wing.
I feel like I killed that answer, if I'm being honest. It just flowed. I don't know what I'm gonna say until I'm finished. I'm like, damn, that's actually
that was good.
That was good. I'm feeling
Give
myself.
me that soundbite.
Yeah. Flip that. Highlight. Real.
All right, since you want to roll, what season of your life has most shaped how you are today, how you operate today?
Season of my life. Say that again, please.
What season of your life most shaped how you operate today?
It is when I quit my day job. Right. It's a story I tell often, and at times I'm like, maybe I should tell a different story, but it's such a key. Honestly, it's a key part of my story because that changed everything about the way I was living. And I just came up on 17 years of doing that on March 1st. We're recording this March 3rd.
Nice.
So 3 days ago, excuse me, I was 17th anniversary of quitting my day job. Yeah. So that moment and then becoming an independent business owner and doing this marketing thing, this online marketing thing, forced me to redefine who I was and how I operated, how I saw myself, how I identified myself. I'm a marketer. I do marketing. So I had to level up every part of myself. Whereas before I was good, charismatic in a sense. Being a store manager, I worked in the grocery business. But after that, I didn't have people telling me what to do. I didn't have people walking in the door and being the customers, right? Buying eggs, bread, and whatever. Damn, clean up in aisle 5. There's somebody fell over there in aisle 7. Like the moment would demand that I show up in different, like, oh my God, I gotta call 911. Somebody get that clean up. Somebody get a cone,
Some days you're a psychiatrist, other days you're a janitor, and
the whole time you're a crisis manager.
Yes.
But it forced me to grow in so many different areas of my life, and ultimately the reason I quit was to be more invested and more involved in my daughter's lives after the divorce.
Okay.
So I had been working. I was actually working a corporate job. I was a trainer. I was a management and leadership trainer. That's a whole story. But I made it in there. I have no college degrees, nothing to justify what they were asking for. But I snuck my way in. They gave me a chance, and then they couldn't let me go. Ha!
Suckers got me.
Yeah, breaking ankles. But while I was there, the divorce happened, and then I ended up back in the stores because the company sold. So I had to go back into management in retail in the stores day to day. And during that process, I was like, I can't do this. I wasn't seeing my daughters. I was making decent money, but I wasn't seeing my daughters. It was various shifts, and when I had them on my weekend, I was sleepy, or I had to hand them to somebody to take care of because I got to go to work. So I was in a pickle, and for me, like, what's the point of life? What's the point of work? So I made a tough decision. I had been working on an internet business at the time with a partner of mine, business partner, who's also going to be the best man in my life.
Ayo, okay.
He's like a big brother to me. So I was working on this little side hustle and started seeing some promise and some money come in. Not a lot, but enough to give me hope. And so I quit to do this. So that was the biggest season that has shifted and still playing out today.
Okay.
And you called me Teevee the marketer. It's my identity. Literally a part of my name.
So you're Teevee the marketer now, but who were you before that shift? Then who would you say you were?
I was Teevee the manager. I was in management and retail. So at the age of 15 in 1990, I lied and said I was 16. And they, at that time, this is in the old days.
Yeah,
this is the 90s, right? They didn't verify. There was no way to check, like, are you really? Like, they didn't even ask me for a birth certificate. No social security.
Nothing.
Like, nothing. Yeah, like,
let's go.
I lied. They didn't check. So at the age of 15, started working in a grocery store in Oak Cliff, down the street from us, and stayed in that business till 2009. I went from Sacker. By the time I graduated, they loved me, and I was a produce manager. I was a produce manager. Then I started being transferred around after I graduated, working at various chains, various stores in the chain. There's Oak Cliff, and then there's the other hood, Pleasant Grove.
Whoa, my hood.
Yeah, we were rivals back then, but I worked all over the city, and did that. And eventually worked at health food stores. So I was in the grocery business, but I ended up being really good at. There was a point in my life where I didn't want to be in management. I hated it. I hate leading. I hate managing. I just want to do my job and go home. That's it. So from like 1998 to 2000, I was fighting it. I was just a stalker. And before long, they made me the lead stalker. And then before long, they gave me all these roles, but didn't give me no pay.
Oh, okay, yeah, nah.
And an old friend of mine says, you're basically operating like a manager. Go get the money. I don't want to be a manager.
Right.
But I was good. I'm good at my job. I was good at leading, and had some natural predisposition for it. But what I know now is my family taught me how to be a manager. the family.
Yeah,
I was, as a little kid, was always managing and
Yep.
pushing and nudging and like trying to persuade them to do X, Y, or Z and trying to systematize things. I've been doing that all my life. That's my unfair advantage. I've been doing this. So, yeah, and then ended up getting with a new company in 2000 or so, and was with them as a manager and assistant. I'm good at what I do, and I'm good at getting people to buy into something and at least do the job of that given day and go home and know that they're being respected. I'm the person that I am today. It's just persuasive in that way because I respect them. Most of it's just from that point of view. Stayed in that, and then towards the end of it is when I was able to. At some point, like 2005, 6, when I was getting divorced, like I don't want to do this all my life.
Mm-hmm.
And luckily, they had a training job available, temporary training job, and they asked me if I'd be open to doing it. Took it, and then after that, they had a full time available, and that's when I jumped into that. And literally, they asked me to do like, hey, you have to take a test on spreadsheets and what is it? Microsoft Slides. What is that? PowerPoint and all those. I had never touched those, but I lied my way through.
Right. I'll figure that out.
Yeah, I'm sure I can figure this, and I've always been good at that.
Yeah.
So like, how do you export this into a PDF? I'm like, I don't even know what a PDF is.
Click, click,
Yeah.
click, click.
Oh.
Do it. Ask Jeeves. Ask Jeeves.
And I had a friend there who believed in me, so and he knew that, despite that I could really do the job. So he obviously had somebody rooting for me. So that's my also unfair advantages. I make good connections and friendships.
Like you're supposed to.
Yeah, and people will do me favors to pull for me and have believed. And I call them believers. That's one of their essay I want to write eventually. Like I wouldn't be where I am. I don't have a college degree. I don't have. Many times I didn't even have the experience necessary for X, Y, or Z. But I had some believers that people like, yeah, that's bullshit. You could do this. I know you can. Don't post shit. And they did.
Life is so cool like that.
It is, man. Life is not that hard.
It ain't, but it is.
It ain't, but that's my point. It's simple mathematics.
We just kind of make it hard.
Yeah, because we're emotional.
Yes.
And then you got to appease other people's emotions, but the truth is life is not hard.
Yeah.
What do you want? This is what I want. Mm-hmm. We can work through that. Like, just get out of the way. I'll go get what I want. You can.
Exactly. It could all be so simple.
But it requires.
We'd rather make it hard.
Yeah, because it's easier to.
It is.
Rage.
Yes. Oh man, I always love talking to you because it's like talking to somebody who has lived a parallel life, right? Mm. Like you say things and I'm just like, oh yeah, me too. Like, yeah, I know so much, but I shouldn't. I don't even have a degree, but I have all these skill sets and all these things that you've acquired over life because life.
Yes.
Like you live so much life. Yes.
Life will educate you.
And so at this point, you just pulling all of the stuff that you've learned over life to become.
Yeah. People are shocked when they find out I don't have a degree. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I don't say that to diminish my accomplishments. I say that just as a point of reference. Like I had no business being in some of these conversations or interviews or opportunities, but there's enough belief by someone, and also I have the capacity, I believe, to learn anything. Give me some time, I'll figure it out. And life will give you opportunities. It's just a matter of taking them.
Every time. Yeah. I had my ex-husband actually. He would always like joke about my ability to do things, and he's like, you'll go and apply for jobs and you don't even worry. You just know that you're going to get it. It's like, yeah, I've never not gotten any job, whether I had the experience or not. It's not about what I know. It's about how, it's like me being able to explain how I'm going to be able to figure it out.
Yeah. And they believe in you.
As long as they believe it. As long as they believe that I can figure it out.
And if I know you the way I think I know you, it's like everything ultimately comes down to a relationship.
Absolutely.
It's the interview is kind of bullshit. The resume is kind of bullshit. I'm at this point, and I think I've heard many people say, it's like they don't even hire for skill. Many people, top tier people, don't hire for skill. They hire for that. Yeah, likability and the way they're able to learn. And can we vibe well? Then you can learn anything. Mm-hmm. And I think that you are able to vibe quickly with people to make them feel like she doesn't have the qualifications, but damn, she sounds confident.
I believe her.
And I believe her, and I like her.
Yeah.
Like,
we can work with that.
Yeah, like likability and just willingness to learn something goes further than, because I've learned there's plenty of people with degrees.
Absolutely.
They're absolute morons.
No, nothing.
They're absolute morons. Some of them may have been able to get it together to test well enough over 6, 8, who knows how long they took to even get that degree. But the degree doesn't guarantee that they actually know their stuff and can work well within the team.
Absolutely.
And then I've met people that don't have much of any degrees or experience, but they have this willingness to learn, and you can feel it. And I'm going back to you. I feel like that's what you got, and then you're quickly able to capture their attention and
every time.
Yeah. So
every time.
Yeah. Then that's a relationship.
Yeah.
So you built a little mini relationship in that moment.
In 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's plenty of time for you.
Oh.
I can do it in 10.
But I can do it in 8 notes.
Yes. Go. Drop them bars. But I think that's the unspoken. We don't talk about that skill of likability, relatability, just charm and getting to know people, because you make them feel comfortable.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
You make them feel seen because they're like, "Hey, girl, what you doing? How's the interview going?" It's beating, ain't it? Gotta be on my end. Yeah, whatever.
I know you've had this experience. Well, I would assume you have, but you'll go on an interview that's supposed to be like 10, 15 minutes. Next thing you know, it's an hour, 2 hours later, and y'all are like chopping it up, making plans.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta hire that person. We're gonna be drinking and shit. Like, I can't take you out to drink if I'm not gonna hire you.
Exactly. Oh yeah, I've had multiple interviews.
Yes. I haven't had the drinks.
Oh yeah, all the time drinks.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. But I'm saying like that's where the conversation is, where they're like they want to be your friend.
Yes, they're like you are pretty dope, and I like to think that I've passed this on to my daughter. She shares stories where she goes in for interviews and she's trying to get internships, and she's like, they said that they could have kept talking to me for an hour or two more. It's the same reason, because she gets it and it's been taught, it's been learned. Yes, I've been on those. I've had a lot of interviews in my life, but when I have, I always rock them. And they're always like, if it doesn't work out, they hate it. Like, I can't.
Yeah.
You're asking for too much.
Yeah.
Dang it, we want you. They've been honest with me. Like, yeah, numerous.
Absolutely. That's dope. Okay, yeah. This is true. Okay, so we're gonna fast forward a little bit. So you have the management and the grocery and that retail, if you will, and then you transition into marketing, and this is your niche now. And now we have also transitioned into grandparenthood, and we're getting ready to go into another shift in life. Yes. So let's talk about the newest shift that's coming up in life.
Ooh. The newest shift. Well, I'm getting married.
Exactly.
And if all goes well, which it should and will, having children.
And so let us remind the viewers.
Yes.
How old are you, if you don't mind? Yes. Oh yes. You see the beauty. Yes.
I am 50. 50. Not 15. 50. My daughters always tease me because they're like, you can't say 50 for they're like, you say 50.
Where's the up the F?
Like, what are you talking about? Apparently, I can't say 50.
F-I-D-D-Y.
You know, like 50? 50 cent? What's wrong? Like, it's 50.
It's 50. So
yes.
You're 50 years old. You're getting ready to get married again for the second time.
Yes. And last time.
And yes.
That was it.
LP.
Oh, they just say that last time. But caught a lot of flack. Yeah, I'll die in her arms.
No, and you should.
Yeah, that's the goal.
She's dope.
She's.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. She's one of my favorite people. She's rapidly becoming like one of my most favorite people.
She's mine.
Yeah. I love it. So you're 50.
Yes.
You're getting ready to get married, and we're looking forward to having children. And so you have adult children because you have a grandchild, so that would insinuate adult children.
I like how you made that disclaimer. They're adults. They're adults.
Yes. So let's just say, how are you feeling about this next phase of life, if you will?
I'm excited. I am excited. Nervous, excited. they kind of go back and forth, but they're the same emotion in the body, the
Mhm.
feeling in the body. But at the same time, I'm always nervous and I'm always excited. So I'm excited. A couple years ago, I mean, before this, I was determined never to get married, but realized over time with her that actually I do. I really do, and especially to her. I didn't want to get married to others, and assumed that it would be forever, but she made me realize that I do, and I really, really want her to be my wife and carry my name. But even after that decision was made and I offered it, there was about a year and a half before the engagement was announced, where I was like, what the hell did I just do? Why am I starting over? And that was the argument. The kind of argument for it all is, oh, I'm done.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm still helping, but they're grown, they're gone, and they hardly talk to me. They do talk to me, but they are not enough. They're not
You're really
here.
close to your daughter.
Yeah, I know. I just saw one in Chicago over the weekend, and the other one was here yesterday. We talk often, but the point is, they're not here. They don't come visit on like every other weekend. At least I have that. Why am I starting over? And so I worked through that because I want to, because I desire it, because she's my perfect match, because I've never been more certain about anything in my life than I am with this decision. Yeah, I know. That one was like when it came to me, like, I don't feel an ounce of doubt.
Ugh.
And not to speak badly of any of my exes, but there was always this, like, let's see how it goes. Like, she's cool, she's attractive, she's energetic, or she's a go-getter. There's always this, like, but but with her, it's always been just this certainty. We work well together, we argue well together.
That's important.
Yeah, and that's one of my big. Yeah, like we argue well, we settle well, we drop shit or actually deal with it. I don't even know if it's dropping so much. It's like, oh, it's resolved. It's like we don't have to drop anything. It's just, so I've never been more certain, and I'm excited. And the other part is like, I've always figured it out. I've always figured it out. I didn't know. I had no clue when I quit my job how I was going to get here.
Mm-hmm.
How the hell I was going to keep providing, how I was going to put food on the table. And for a while, I really wasn't able to put food on the table. And that questioned my ego, my manhood, and every part of my identity because my role is to provide it. Somehow or another, the business did start to pick up. I started to grow in popularity, or my brand started to become more familiar. I started to do my charming thing. And people believed that I could and gave me chances and shots at doing work with them and paid me well, da-da-da-da-da. So I figured it out. But dude, now I'm 50. I got all this experience. I got all this know-how. I got so many friends now that I've never had before. Like before, I literally started with nothing. I didn't even have friends in this space and to like lean into. I came from a grocery business that
right.
I didn't have a network. Now I do, and it's always growing. And my daughters, my network is their network. Like they're getting hooked up and gigs and whatnot.
Which is how it should work.
Yeah, right? that's the thank you. That's like, here are my Rolodex, here's my friends, and they know them personally. So yeah, I got you, like I'll hook you up with an internship here, da-da-da-da. That is the goal. That is the nepotism that we should all be aiming for. Like, let's hook you up and make sure you get the skills you need. All that to say is that my last big roadblock was that, like, you know what, you've never had a plan. You had an idea in the sand, but you didn't know what to expect, and you can do it again, and more now than ever. So how do I feel? Confident.
Oof. I like that. Having the confidence to say, you know what, this is what I want to do, so I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
I'm going to choose it every day.
Yeah. Get back in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And rock along. And now, what kind of child can we raise?
Ooh. As healthy humans, right?
Yeah, like healed.
Healed and healthy humans, absolutely. Yeah.
Choosing, not accidentally, like, oh shit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What do we do now?
Right.
Gotta get married. But now, like, oh wait, all the trauma.
Yes.
Oh my god, it's a cure.
Yeah. I know. For me, because I have two older children, but then I also have a a young teenage child.
Okay.
But my children are 10 years apart from my youngest to the oldest. They're 10 years apart. And I will say that being able to be a parent now with more
Yes.
wisdom
Yep.
and insight,
Yep.
more healing,
Yep.
more growth. The way I'm able to be a parent now, to show up as a parent, is significantly better than when I was, with the first two. And I have conversations with my oldest child about that, where, she's of course expressed how sometimes it hurts her to see it, because it's like, well, dang, how come you couldn't be this way? But at the same time, she's also proud of me, being able to see that I needed to change and I needed to grow, and that, that there are better ways to do this parenting thing and live this life thing, right? And so to actually be in a position to do that now, I love that for me, and especially for my youngest daughter, and then also for my older two, because now I'm able to be a better adult parent to them, right? I'm just better. I'm able to show up better for them.
For sure.
And give adult advice, right?
I imagine they can see, because we're all learned by mimicking.
Mm-hmm.
This is an absolute fact. We learn through mimics from the day we come
Exactly.
out. But they will also learn that despite how you feel about yourself today, you can. Look at my mom. Yes, she made some mistakes, or I wish she would have been this version, but she wasn't.
Right.
But you can grow into. I would be proud of you as a parent if I had a parent that would have that viewpoint.
Thanks, man.
It's the truth. You're still modeling the behavior. They're still learning from you.
Yeah, and that's the part that I had to accept and understand, that no matter how old they get, they're always going to be my children, and there's always an opportunity for me to be better, to show up better,
To be above average.
to be above.
You like that?
Yeah, man. Way to get
I'm here
in
for
there.
it. Let's go.
Plug. So you've been through a whole slew of things in life.
Yes.
I've always been one to say that I don't have regrets, right? Because I understand that everything happens for a reason, on time and on purpose. So I don't have regrets. But is there anything significant, or maybe not significant, in life that you would choose to do differently now, looking back?
No, I can't. I don't. Because if I had known better, I would have done better. I would have to be me to do it different, right? So the lesson was the mistake. The lesson was, sometimes I hurt people. That's a realization I had recently. Yes, I was hurt, trauma, but on the flip side of that, I hurt people.
Right. Oh, yeah.
I didn't want to hurt people. I always thought myself better than that I don't hurt people. But the truth is, I was hurt and I hurt others. And obviously, if I would change anything, it's not to hurt them, but that's who I was.
Right.
That's the mental space and the way I processed at that time, and didn't know any better, because I would never intentionally hurt anyone. So do I have regrets? No, because they put me here. They gave me the wisdom to do better, eventually, to realize. And I like to think that I do audit myself well. I've always been good about being honest with how I feel about myself and how the world views me, what I want to do and change different. And I have, but I wouldn't know that unless I screwed up. The mistake is the lesson. Yeah. It is. There's a reason that it's a mistake. There's a lesson in that. You made a choice that it can be better next time the opportunity comes up. Life has a funny way of bringing it back up. Here you go.
Yeah. Did you catch
learn?
it? Did you? No? Okay, hold on.
We're
gonna run it back one time.
There's a book I read years ago that really hit that home. It said something you will learn life will teach you lessons. And if you don't learn the lesson, it will continue to present opportunities again and again.
Yeah.
I didn't get it at the time. You're going to find yourself in that scenario again. Maybe with partners that always end up hurting your feelings or screwing you up. Dude, what other 100 decisions did you make to put this person back, a version of that same person? It's you have a role in that. These people aren't necessarily bad. well, you may not be a good match, but you did something to get yourself here.
Yeah, man.
The lesson keeps on popping up, and now like, okay, I've been here like 10 times.
Yeah, you paying attention to what got you here. Did you take note this time?
And what are you gonna do now?
Right. Are we gonna
Pass.
make adjustments? Right. Right.
I learned it.
Yes.
I mastered that level. What's the next level in this game?
Exactly. So speaking of that, what would you say you're currently refining in your life right now?
Storytelling.
Mm.
And sharing my stories, refining that. And it sounds egotistical. I'm always refining everything. To be fair, I'm refining my health. I'm showing up and taking care of my mind, my body. I'm gonna be an old dad. So,
no, for real. You gotta stay in shape.
Yeah. Flexibility, strength. Like I'm always improving these things. My work, I'm obviously improving there. My systems and whatnot. What I feel like I'm really trying to do better is a better storyteller. So that way, whatever lesson or thing that came through me that happened, like here, let me tell you a story, and hopefully from that you can extract some value and learn for yourself. Because I think that's our greatest gift, and that's what's pushed the civilization along. If you study it enough, is storytelling.
Absolutely.
There was no books. Like the ancestors would
Word of
tell
mouth.
stories,
Yeah.
word of mouth, to teach you to avoid the river. Don't eat that plant. There'd be a story to tell you that, but also telling you don't be eating that plant. It'll kill you.
Mm-hmm.
But there's life lessons embedded in those stories, and that's where I'm at right now.
Okay.
So that's why you'll see a lot from me and have seen more from me.
Yeah, I've definitely seen a lot more.
It's been an uptick.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a team, so
Ayo.
that helps. I just gotta get the stuff done, and
I need to talk to your teams.
Yeah, it's like, damn it.
See if I can get them on board. See if I can join the team.
Right.
What habit or mindset shift has changed the game for you?
What habit or mind shifts? Think through that for a second. It's realizing, and I think I learned this early in life, is that I am able to learn anything, and that on a long enough timeline, I will conquer it, learn it, master it. Some things are easy. I think as a child, things came easy to me. I learned this recently. I have ADHD.
ADHD? Yeah.
Things came easy to me. School was easy. So I needed more challenges and picked up things. And to this day, that's why you see so much weird stuff from me. You're like, oh, he's DJing. Okay, he's taking photographs. Oh,
how many things can I learn, guys?
yes. Like I am not great at most of those.
Right. But you're good enough.
I'm good at a lot. And you live long enough, you look back like, damn, I got like 12 or 15 things that I could get a job in, or I'm just good at.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, but early on, and this is as a little boy, I figured out like I can learn things. Back in the old days, I'd grab a book. There was a book for everything. When I learned that, it's like whatever I'm interested in, there's a book for it. So I go to the library, and then learning that there's these things called libraries where you can check out as many books as you want.
Read books.
Like what? That was mind-boggling for me. My dad hated taking me. Like I had to beg for weeks to get him to take. But then obviously the internet came along, and like, oh, and then it's now exponential.
Right,
so anything you want, you can literally learn. I'm right now working on juggling. I'm just, I have ADHD. I didn't know it, but I now know it. I didn't, but I know it. But it makes sense. I knew it was a little weird, but I know my partners at times are like, can you stop? You're doing too many things. No, it's who I am.
No. You know what? To piggyback off of that, though, because I obviously, everybody know I got ADHD because it'd be a lot. To circle back to the very beginning with your space, right? Your space being calm, being peaceful. You need that because there's a lot of chaos going on in here. So it's like if you're in an environment that's chaotic, you don't have anywhere for your body to really regulate, to get balanced.
Yeah.
So there's just chaos and chaos.
Yeah.
It becomes too much.
It's a nightmare.
Yeah.
It's hard to manage. If I don't have that, it's hard to keep up and emotionally. Everything like like I have a peaceful home, I have a peaceful relationship, and so life becomes easy.
So key.
Yeah, it is. Like your partner is everything, man. If they can either add to your life and supplement it, or they can really drag you down and make every other decision you make so much different. Yeah.
No, for real. I agree wholeheartedly. All right. So where would you say that you still make excuses?
See, that's a true question, 'cause I don't. Well, it's funny because I literally early on in life realized that most excuses are bullshit. So as a practice, I practice it. I say my 20s, not as a kid. My 20s, practice not making excuses. I don't even really call people out. I just accept them for who they are. Right. I'll tell you this story. I taught this to my daughters, and like to pick up when people are just giving you excuses. Specifically with them, if something went wrong. It's like, well, see, she was supposed to do it, and I was tired, and then, baby. And I did it over and over, and to the point where they understood what it really meant to have. Those are excuses. I need solutions. I need an apology. And she actually, and that's the reason I'm really specific about this, is she was here recently, the older one. And I don't know what I was saying. She says, I'm just hearing excuses.
Oh, not the call out.
And I'm like, damn, who raised you? She's like, you did. What? And she told me, she says, you told me at a very early age not to make excuses, to apologize, explain myself if possible, but don't make an excuse. I'm like, oh, I did do that. And as a practice, I just don't. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to be honest. Yeah, sometimes I don't follow through on something, but I have a practice that I do. Like I will follow back. Like excuses is, I'm not going to CG Camp Gladiator at 5 a.m, and this is an excuse, but it's also real. Like if it's below 35 to 40 degrees, actually 40 degrees, that became my rule.
I'm with you on that.
I'm like, I am not even getting out of bed. The forecast. So it's kind of an excuse in that, like, you should still go out. Dude, it's freezing.
Oh,
you're like, it's
let's go.
So
my neck don't seize up if I'm outside.
Right?
Yeah, no.
Like, I'm a tropical boy. I'm from Mexico. I'm
from the South.
Right?
I need heat.
But as a general practice, I just don't. And if I catch myself, or my people will tell me, like, and because they know I just don't live. I don't make excuses, and I just don't make it a habit to be insulted or offended. I just make changes.
Okay.
Just
yeah. What do you think people misunderstand about growth?
What do I think people misunderstand about growth? That it's impossible. That it's not possible for them, or they're not smart enough, or they're too old, or they're too poor.
So basically excuses.
Damn. Great callback. That it's not possible, and it's that mindset of, I forget what this fixed mindset, the growth mindset.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's in the name. And it is possible, even if it's making some small decisions. Our life is a culmination of the decisions that we make, right? And some big decisions that we've made.
If you would just let me ask the question first, and then you can.
Oh.
Right, because what does accountability look like in real life? Okay, go ahead, say it again.
Our lives are the result of a bunch of decisions that we make. Some small, some big.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. I hate when I don't know my script. I forgot my script.
I gave you the line.
Accountability to me, is just taking ownership for your life. Taking ownership for where you're at in life. I want to be careful with that. Like there's certain circumstances that are outside of our control.
Absolutely.
Right? But what is within our control, take control of that. If you find I use this example, please, people, I'm not trying to offend anyone. But if you find yourself in a bad relationship again, is it that person's fault? Or is it...
What's the common denomination?
There's a song for this? Or is it you're making it up?
I'm making it up.
Oh, that's...
Yeah,
you should make that.
I'm good. There's a lot of songs in here.
It's taking accountability for the decisions that you made to get you back in front of this type of individual. Wait. Like everything... this is something I did learn early on. And I was wondering where I learned it, but it clicked. I think that lesson that they taught us in school about cause and effect really clicked for me. In my little brain, I'm like, oh, So I started seeing it everywhere. Nothing is an accident.
No, everything happens on purpose.
Everything's happened perfectly. I read this in a book, and that was a line like, everything is working out perfectly in the world.
Mm-hmm.
You may not like the results, but it's working out perfectly based on the inputs, based on all these other variables that got that result. And if you take that into account, like, oh crap, if it's happening perfectly, like even tragedies,
Mm-hmm.
somebody fired a bomb, and guess what? Poof, there's
cause and effect.
Cause and effect. But taking accountability of your life and what decisions you've made, small or large, maybe some habits, some conscious decisions, some unconscious decisions, but the point is you made a decision. For me, that's the biggest, also, obstacle towards growth.
Mm-hmm.
Like self-awareness to say, okay, I did this, which led to this, which led to this, and then I found myself, and then I didn't have a choice but to do this. Like, it's just taking accountability. I have a basic premise, and I talk to the girls in my team. Like when a mistake is made, I have a protocol that I formulated because that's the left side. I forget what side. There's that side that's more techy. Left side. I always forget what. I think you're right. The left side is more analytical. A good apology. What a good apology and a good remedy to a problem is. I don't want to hear excuses. Oh, it's because I overslept. I'm like, okay, I get that, but acknowledge the mistake. This thing happened. Apologize for your role in it, and then offer a solution.
Absolutely.
And that's what I told my team because they were like, no, it has to follow that. I believe that you are sorry, but I also need you to remedy it.
Right.
And then until that happens, then this is within the company, but I feel like that is a universal principle. Principles are applicable across every aspect of life. Absolutely. That is a universal principle of how to remedy and fix and improve our behavior, which improves our life.
Okay. So what advice would you give somebody who is resisting, I guess, their reset in life or that change that needs to happen?
Then the pain that they're feeling and the anxiety is well deserved. You earned that. Yeah, if you don't like where you're at, if it doesn't feel right, then a change needs to happen. And if you resist it, well, then you deserve what you got. Here's this somewhere. You don't deserve. You don't get what you deserve. You get what you negotiate.
This is absolutely true.
You negotiated that, and you're at peace with that, or not willing to make changes to come out of that.
Yeah.
Then you deserve that. Nobody deserves pain, but if you're making choices to bring that into your life or create circumstances for that, then you deserve the results of what you put together. Unintentional design.
Right. It's unintentional. Disclaimer.
Yeah. I don't wish that on anybody. There's a lot more than we can control than we give ourselves credit for. It's easier to blame. Well, this thing happened, that thing happened, that thing happened. But there's so much you can't manipulate and control and make sense of and improve if ever in 1%.
Yeah. So I was going to ask, but I feel like I know the answer to this. And this is the very last, before we wrap up, finish the sentence. Okay. And I feel like I know the word you're going to say, but growth requires blank.
Growth requires accountability. And it's ownership.
Mm-hmm. Honestly,
I can't grow. Really. Oh, well, if they did X, Y, or Z, I would be better and I would be growing. Mm-hmm. That nobody can eat better for you. Nobody can work out better for you. Nobody can make better relationship choices. Nobody can ask for a pay raise for you. Like, you have to do that for yourself. And that, to me, that's what accountability means. Just you owning your life and stepping into it.
Absolutely. And with that, we're going to step into wrapping this segment up. Teevee, it has been an absolute pleasure conversing with you, just catching up in general. I always enjoy just chatting with you and picking your brain. You're probably one of the most intelligent people that I know, who is just well versed in a lot of different topics and subjects, whatever. Mm-hmm. So for my brain, it helps to scratch an itch that I don't get often. So thank you so much for sitting with me. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Thank you for
Absolutely.
inviting me.
Of
It's been
course,
a pleasure.
man.
This is the top conversations I enjoy.
Same.
Somebody told me, a friend of mine said, he was going deep.
Mhm.
Damn, I never had conversations like this. I said, would you call them a high frequency conversation?
Absolutely.
I like that.
High frequency.
Yeah.
High frequency, high fidelity, high all of that. Whatever.
Yeah,
we
HD,
up.
4K,
Yes.
live and in your face. What's up?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And with that, it is a wrap. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in wherever you are. If you want to learn more about Teevee, the marketer, if you want some business or if you need to use him, and I highly recommend that you do because he is phenomenal at what he does. Like his brain, it's crazy. So hit him up. I'll have all his info included in the links wherever they are, right here, there, everywhere. And with that, it's a wrap. We'll see you next time. Thanks for joining.
Bye.